Callum, apparently we are in a heyday of voxel-based train games, as I've just discovered.
Well, not voxel based, but
Oh,
just
it's not
train puzzle games just in
train.
general.
So there's
Yeah.
another one called, what did you say it was?
I think it's
Rail?
called Railgrade. Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on, I'll double check that.
Yeah, you
But
check
yeah,
that.
there were two train based puzzle games that came out in relatively quick succession to each other.
Okay, that's very funny.
Yeah, Railgrade. That's the other one.
Railgrade.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is station to station. Unless this is what we'll do today because I've been playing a bunch of this. It's on Steam. It's £15. I've been playing it mainly on a Steam Deck. It works really well there. And it is, yeah, it's not a logistics game. It is very much a puzzle game, and I'll kind of get into what.
It's a voxel train based puzzle game.
Yes, a lot of words that you don't necessarily think would get together, but they do. Yeah.
I like voxels. Voxels are a cool style.
So this, I think we came across this on one of the Steam Demo Fest recently, and they had this.
Yeah,
like, this is a super fucking cool puzzle game. So here's the concept. This is the last level of the first area, so it's kind of like the end of the tutorial where you've got most of the mechanics in. Just really cool, like, world here that I can just kind of look around.
Looks great already.
It looks awesome. So what is the puzzle? So the puzzle basically is you get a world, and you have a bunch of things in the world that need things. So this is a cheesery, a word I don't think is real, but I'll take it.
A cheesery?
A cheesery? Somewhere that makes cheeses? Surely it's just a dairy farm. Who knows?
I'll check that.
Check what that is. So a cheesery needs milk. This is a dairy farm that produces 2 units of milk, and then this is a city that needs milk, cheese, and tools.
Yep. Cheesery, an establishment in which cheese is made. There you go.
There you go. I've learned a word.
Learn something new every day.
So what you have basically is... So, okay, the trivial thing would be, okay, this is a dairy farm that produces milk. This is a cheesery that needs milk. So we're gonna
connect milk to cheesery.
We're gonna connect milk to cheesery. I'll also say I have not been playing this on a controller, so I don't particularly know what the mouse and keyboard controls are, but we will see. So you plant a station next to which you can see is connected to that, to the dairy farm, and then you can take a connector and kind of run it down here. And then how do I create a... Oh, okay, it doesn't...
I was going to say, you're creating this without stations. That's...
Yeah, there we go. Well, actually, that does work on the controller. You can create the thing and then hit the button to make a station, and it will do it. But I connect these two up and say, yep, start a freight train, and it will create a little train. And it will give you money for creating that rail station, or for creating that connection. As you can see, as I'm drawing station rails about, you can see how much it's going to cost. If you do stuff like
elevation changes, cost
so like
more.
Bridges cost way more, elevation changes way more, so you kind of have to initially be careful about how you're building and build in smart ways. So I'm going to connect that up.
I like this. I like the fact that you've got a train going and it starts very Sims-esque music track.
Which again kind of develops as the level goes. Like the more commerce happening, it kind of expands and does some really nice stuff. So then the other thing would be, so these are the only buildings I've got, right? Yeah. So it's a space bar to build a station. Cool. And as you build more stuff, it levels up this progress here. So let's just finish this. So this is a city that now needs cheese. This thing is now producing cheese. So
that's the thing you need for cities, right?
Yeah, they all need cheese.
They just need cheese.
It's the only thing you need. So I'm going to quickly... I am going to fail this level because I've forgotten how it goes, and I'll tell you why. So when I connect this up, you can see that now this is now delivering milk and cheese because it's all on the same network. This is a thing...
Yeah, it's online now.
If I was going to give you a tip, I had to do some experimentation to work this out. As long as 2 stations are connected by rail somehow, they deliver. And you can put multiple things on the same... So like the milk, the dairy farm delivers 2 milk. 2 milk will go across any station, any track you have. So if you have 2 things that need milk, as long as they're all on the same track, it'll be fine. I had to work all of this out because I didn't quite tell you that.
Yeah.
But as long as everything's on a network, it'll work. Or you can make multiple networks that do various things, but we'll get to that. So you can see when I connect this up, this is now going to deliver milk and cheese to the same station with 1 rail hit. So once I finish this, if I build this freight train, you'll see that 2 things come in, I get 2 sets of money, and I get a stack bonus, which is... So the more things you can connect with one hit...
The cheese has brought life to the valley.
And the cheese has brought life to the valley, as cheese tends to do. But yeah, the more things you can like finish a connection with one rail connection, the more stack bonus you get, and then that gives you more money and all of that kind of stuff. And then you also have your progress. So the main, like, again, the thing I like about a thing that I think is a requirement basically for puzzle games at this point, for me anyway, is that you have like a base level completion and then you have extra stuff you can go back and do. So the base level completion is all the buildings in the world are connected, and then you've got a fund challenge, which means you need to have X amount of money left over, which is slightly more difficult. And then every level's going to have its own special challenge, which in this case,
placing any bridges. Okay.
Without any bridges. So again, you have to complete it.
So it has to be on land.
Yeah, and you can't build over other lines or across elevations or any of that kind of stuff. So once you fill up this progress, it will deliver you more buildings. So if I hit more buildings, I now have this building over here, and also cards. So you get cards, and cards can be used to affect how stuff is getting. So currently I just have cheap bridges. So a bridge is only a third of the regular price. And rails half price for normal rails, but bridges are unchanged. So you can kind of join all these things together to make it.
But you don't want to be using bridges anyway.
But you don't want to be using bridges anyway if you want to do that. I've done this one, so I'm just going to do it for purposes of this.
Yeah.
So now we've unlocked these three. Also, a thing that they don't tell you about, but is really useful to have. There is construction happening, so you can see that like these buildings are going to come in next time.
They're going to pop up. And
so you can kind of think, okay, so there's going to be a cheesery over here, so you can kind of forward plan. And a lot of this game is forward planning, and a lot of the game is like realizing you fucked up and then restarting with better knowledge. Like that seems to just be part of the design as opposed to like a weakness. So again, here, coal mine produces coal. He needs iron ore.
Okay, now you're getting the stuff that cities actually need, which is like
and
materials.
Then here, steel work turns coal and iron ore and steel. So both of these things are going to go to here. So again, the single network stuff is really useful. So if I
so you do one line and it does everything. And...
Yep, basically. So I'm going to go push this here, and then I'm going to take this one because he's not going to go anywhere. So I'm just going to put this here. And again, so like all the bridge stuff will just happen automatically. So you can just like make the thing. So like let's just do this. So this bridge is going to be what? So it's 74 for the rail, 50 to the bridge. If I then apply the cheap bridge card, that knocks it down to 17. So that's very handy. So we're just going to do that. You're about to create an expensive bridge and break the star chat. Thank you. This is still technically the first level, so it gives you some tutorial stuff.
Yeah, it tells you, hey, don't do this.
Hey, don't do this. And then up here, I'm going to take this up here. And then I'm going to build a station that goes
So
here.
every building needs a station to get accepted.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
And the other important thing as well that can what happened here? Oh, there we go. So the other important thing as well is everything you build, it's costing you money to build, and here's your pool of money. So you have to complete stuff in order to be able to build more stuff. And if you burn out like on long, like you can get to the point where you just can't pay for anything and you've just kind of screwed the level over and you need to restart. That is again part of the forward planning when you realize that you've kind of messed up. So again, there I'm delivering iron and coal. Gets that, and then they're all connected. And I've got more buildings. Just one more building. Okay, cool. And more cards. Cool. What is this building? This building is a tool factory. So this needs steel. So this is the thing that makes steel. No, this is the thing that makes steel. Steel's over here. So this is the point where you're like, okay, what's the easiest way to do this? And again, if you weren't going to do bridges, like you'd probably pull this up here, I think, and then kind of build
you'd have to connect. You could connect this distillery to the city, right? And then
yes, exactly. So this is so let's just do that.
Oh, but then that's a bridge. But
that's a bridge, so you would kind of run it round. So like if you wanted to avoid the bridge,
have to connect like that to
So let's attach this to the city. Which means that's now connected,
so that,
and
that goes on the same line, and then you can connect that.
And then if we take this one, let's try and avoid this bridge. So,
well, I was gonna say take it from the city, right? Like, so go from the city that free one there.
Oh, and take it up there. Yeah, that would work as well.
Yeah, because that's cheaper.
Yeah, let's just build this out, and then we'll put you. Because you start doing things like, well, there's like a ramp here, so there's probably more stuff going to appear.
Yeah, so you could.
So I'm gonna do it here, like this orientation, and then we're gonna do that again. You get your tools,
and there goes everything.
Yeah. So they've already done update to this. Like they've added a whole new area. Like this game came out what, a month ago or something like that.
Yeah, not very long ago.
They've already done a big, I think they call it the Gold Rush update, which adds a whole new level and new buildings and new things.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So now this is where it starts to get, and then eventually they just go, hey, here's all the buildings, and this is only a bunch. I can't even remember. I think there's still more to go.
Halfway.
So again, you can hit tab, and it shows you like what everything needs and what's still unconnected. So like this still has coal, this still has iron, and this is where you start to get into the number stuff. So this thing delivers 1 unit of coal. This thing also, where was it? Also delivers 1 unit of coal and is being used because you can see there's a tick on it. So, yeah. God, what is? So this is going to produce some steel. So do you connect everything to the same network? Do you create different networks because it's cheaper? You know, all of that kind of stuff.
I mean, surely you want to keep everything on one network as much as possible, right?
As much as possible, but there are.
Yeah.
But even like when you start, like especially when you do like the star stuff that is like, hey, don't build bridges. It actually makes more sense to keep it on a separate network until something changes, and then you can connect it all up. And again, if you're aiming for like the highest amount of money, you kind of want to build stuff in a like. It basically says this in the tutorial. I'm just gonna start connecting stuff. It basically says this in one of the tutorials, which is like, hey, if you want to achieve like the high score stuff, you need to build stuff in a weird fucking order, because you kind of want to keep the most like the final connection for everything connecting as much as possible in one go, so you get that bonus.
Yeah.
So you do end up connecting stuff in a really weird order, but you can just go through and like do the main thing, and as long as that all works, that's all fine. But then it's got these extra.
It's kind of what you want out of the puzzle game, right?
Exactly.
Is to kind of enjoy the puzzle, and then if you want to try harder, there's a bunch of stuff.
And a lot of puzzle games don't actually do that. Like a lot of them will kind of just do the like, nope, this one's difficult. Like just go for it. Oh. Damn it! You're being blocked. There we go. I'm gonna connect that in there. So they're all connected as part of this network now. What do you still need? You need coal and iron. You're producing the tools, which will go there.
As you see, I just connect that to your other coal mine, right?
But now I can connect that in there, so I don't need to make a bridge, and then I can probably pull this one over here. So
yeah.
Let's pull this one
exactly. Yeah.
Just through there. Connect that in, and then our iron mine, which I'll put down here. Connect this down here, like that. Then that'll do that. Which then gets that, which then goes that. Excellent. What are we still missing? This cheesery. Oh, the cheesery and this milk. Okay, so.
Oh god.
This one kind of. Let's just do it in a nice way. We're gonna connect this in. Build up.
Oh, that's
here.
gonna be a. That's gonna be a winding path.
What you should do if I just do my cheap bridges and cheap rails.
Oh yeah, it's
done.
Barely anything,
like
yeah.
that's in there. And then I'm gonna just do this up here. Oops. Up here. And then I'm gonna do that there.
Yeah, I guess if you're going for your score bonus and stuff like that, you have to be using these.
Oh yeah, like
these cards quite
absolutely.
Tactfully.
And you're doing, and again, so I only have $80 left because I built too much big stuff. So I without the cards there, I would be boned and I'd have to restart and kind of forward plan. So I think that's everything. No, wait, why are you not? You're producing cheese. Am I missing a city somewhere? Am I missing a building? Oh no, that was just it. No, that was it. There's your city. Okay. So now this is a thing that needs milk, cheese, and tools. So theoretically, everything comes through here. I think.
Yeah, if everything goes through there, it should be fine, right?
So if I just make this rail.
There's mountain pass railroad
mountain pass railroad
going on here.
Yep. So if I place
that you absolutely can't afford.
That I absolutely can't afford unless I just use cards. There we go. And then we'll connect. Oh shit! So okay, so at this point I'm kind of boned. Like, so the other important thing to know is once you put a rail down, you can't move it. So it's like set. So you can't now go back and like tweak rails to make it cheaper. Like you're just screwed at this point.
You're just fucked now.
Yeah. So that's the point when you can, and then you can go back and reload from a checkpoint. You can save in the middle of a level, all this kind of stuff. And that's kind of it.
You're supposed to end this level with $600. That's
yeah.
ridiculous.
Oh yeah. And
Wow.
$600, no bridges. Again, most of the time it's you probably aim for doing one of the challenge. Like you can rarely do both challenges in one go. Like you need to redo it and approach it in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then these are so there's a bunch of different stages. Like say the one at the end there, they just added. This is a slightly more desert stage, which has different resources. So like water's the thing here. And, make $800 without placing a single freight train. So what you can do is, this is so I actually haven't played this level yet. Connect a city to another city using a passenger train to create a passenger connection. These connections earn twice as much money, but can only be direct connections and cannot transport resources. City only needs one passenger connection to be completed, but more connections will earn you extra money. Interesting. So it's like an optional resource. Well, not optional, but it is like a resource that
it's a way of just generating money, but it will cost you like space on
so
your
let's see.
network.
So if I just do that, let's just do this. I mean, I'm not going to finish this level, but let's just see what this is. So if I just do them,
Can you connect all 3 cities with one passenger train? Is that a thing? And call it a luxury passenger?
well,
train?
no, because like this is a separate because these are 2 separate rails, you would have to pay twice.
Right.
You can only
Okay. Sure.
you can only connect stations between each other once. So if I just do this, okay, here we go. So I can do passenger train, luxury passenger train with the card, which makes 50% more money. Okay, so if we just do that, there's your passenger train, and then you would do that as well. So I'm just gonna do this just to see what happens. Connect that up. Passenger train. So it can still be directly connected in our city. That way, all cities are directly connected to each other, giving you extra money. Can still be directly connected to the other city. Okay, cool. So, actually, they get bigger. I never noticed that. There's a size on them. So, like,
more resources and stuff you connect to.
as more stuff gets connected, the city kind of grows. That's really nice, actually. That's cool. I had not.
I guess
noticed
that
before.
then means that if it's like *3 passengers in your bigger cities, you can route everything through that and then earn more money off your passenger trains.
Potentially,
right?
yeah.
That's the...
Let's just see what. Oh wait, I'm. Okay, so I did. Wait, each unlock you'll receive new cards. I'm still $30
$20
off.
short.
Oh, but they still need stuff. But
Yeah, they still need like water and fish and stuff.
yeah, passengers. But there's no other buildings. Did I just not? Wait, what the fuck happened there? So if I just do a freight train, that's not going to make me any more money.
No,
What did I
because there's no
miss?
freight.
Did I just not build it with the?
I guess you should build it right. Is there stuff over to the right that you're missing in the map?
Not that.
No.
Let me hold on. I'm gonna do this once, and then I'll need to go back and reread it. Like I say, I've never played this level, so I don't know particularly know how passengers work. But let's see this again. So, can I say with another these connections earn twice as much money, but can only be direct connections, and they can't transport resources. Site needs only one passenger connection to be completed, but more connections will earn you extra money. So, do they want? They all need 1 passengers. So do I want to? I feel like I'm missing something.
I have no idea
I have
what's
no
happening,
idea.
yeah.
Okay, let's try that. Let me just try this one more time. So, build that, and then build that. I'm going to build that out here. Let's just try connecting it a different way, seeing if that... I know. Oh, no building connection. There we go. I'm going to connect this up here, which gives you that on a... do a normal passenger train and then do this one as a luxury train. And connect this one down this way, and then here, to there, and then I do a cheap rail just to make it even cheaper. Like that, and then make that a luxury passenger chain. This city can still be connected to the other city. That way all cities are directly connected to each other. Oh, I know what this is. So it was saying that passengers have to be a direct connection. So if I also do this...
you'll earn...
that's a
more.
different line with more money.
Yeah.
If I do cheap bridges and make that also a passenger train, that's also a different thing. Okay, so passengers behave differently than freight, and that gives you the unlock. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, there's a lot. There's way more in this than I thought there was, because like I say, they've
Yeah,
revealed
it looks
a
like it's
lot
doing
of
the
it.
right thing, which is like making it gradually more complicated.
Yeah,
which is,
absolutely, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this edition, it's currently only on Steam, £15 at time of recording, works great on Steam Deck. It's very cool. Thank you, Cal.
Thanks, you.